undoubtedly we are going through a global crisis, so all of us are having or facing a critical time. So whenever we are thinking of a business or an organization or an institution, definitely we have certain objectives for the sustenance and growth of our all units. But apart from profiteering, apart from making certain benefits through mobilization of resources, as we know, the human resources are the backbone of all the entities, and all the human resources belong to a particular society. And we know that human being, almost all of us are gregarious by nature. We try to incline ourselves with the society and with the social entities. So, to serve our common purpose, irrespective of the size, characteristics, features, and all classifications, there is a common objective, definitely to earn profit for the business organization, and for rest also they continue their activities, maybe mobilization of resources and all, for indefinite period. But we cannot avoid the natural calamities or something like that, accident and all these things, some unavoidable hindrances before us are there, and there is no harbinger when it will come or when it will go, and this is the time we should definitely compare the situation like that. So there is a great thing, there is a common objective for all of us and people at large, those who are involved as matters to the organization, to the institution, to the departments, to the entities. That is social responsibility. Or societal responsibility. As because almost all the institutions, almost all the business organizations, almost all the departments, almost all the entities working over here on this are belong to the society, and we have to definitely concentrate or focus on the society at large, because whatever we are doing for this definitely it is related to the society, because our activities, we may deal goods or we may deal services, whether we may produce goods or trade goods or we are rendering services for the society at large, definitely we should think of social responsibility. And how it is? We are for the society and society is also for us. We are complementary to each other. So how the social responsibilities of an organization, of an entity can be served well? Number one is service or welfare to the concern. We should definitely render service or produce goods for the people at large, for the society at large, but by whom we are producing or by whom we are rendering our services, they definitely do a pragmatic role in our activities, in our entity. So definitely an organization, an institution, an entity focus on service or welfare to the concerned. Nowadays we are observing that through media, so many organizations are losing their human resources due to COVID-19 or so many things, due to man-made hindrances or diseases or something like that, or accidents like that. But definitely all the responsible organization, all the responsible entities give top priority to their concerned people, maybe to their employees, maybe to the people, those who are mobilizing their resources. It is definitely to be observed that how their employees, how their concerned people are doing their activities and how well they are, whether they are feeling well. Of course, at the same time, if we are giving top priority to them, it doesn't imply that the organization should give almost all the benefits to them only, but as because they are creating the revenues, they are doing mobilization work, they are indispensable to the organization or to the institution, to the department, to the entity. So, no matter whether the organization is producing medicines or vaccines, or no matter whether the organization is rendering service to the patients, or no matter whether the organization or entity is rendering service by imparting education, means educational institution, still they are the assets, live assets of the organization. So, supposing we are thinking of pharmaceutical organization, they are producing goods, but what goods? Very essential goods. Medicine is definitely lifeblood for the people at large. We have heard so many organizations are dedicating themselves to go for research and development for creation or for invention of vaccine to fight corona COVID-19, but at the same time it is definitely a Herculean task for the organization, as because we are not in a position to know what is the source from where it has been born or where this virus has taken birth. So it is definitely a Herculean task, and at the same time those who are dedicating their service for research and development, it is definitely they are indispensable for the organization, they are pragmatic for the organization, they are very important, and at the same time those who are directly involved for production, those who are directly involved for packaging, those who are directly involved for so many segments of our activities are there, and their role also very important. We cannot treat them substantially or subserviently. We should treat them giving almost all focus should be there on them, and sufficient precautionary measures should be given to them, because if one pharmaceutical company, those who are producing medicines, those who are producing various drugs, essential life-saving drugs, if their people are dying of certain things, maybe of COVID-19, we have heard certain employees of organizations are dying of this COVID-19. So it is no doubt there is a straight scar or blow to the report of the organization, to the entities. If one pharmaceutical company is lagging behind in that respect, they are not in a position to give precautionary measures to their own employees, those who are directly involved for production, no matter whether their production manager or whatever may be the nomenclature of their post, but first of all they are human beings and they are representing their organization. So definitely they should be given all, even personal protection equipment should be given, and whatever is required. They are also living in isolation, they are also going through almost all the eventualities of life in these days. So salaries is also important. Sometimes we are also, it is being observed that some organization is not giving salary, not giving remuneration, wages, all these things are there. Pecuniary situation or financial condition of the organization matters most. But at the same time, if it is capable enough to meet the requirements of the employees, almost all the things should be given priority. Almost all the activities should be continued on an uninterrupted basis. But at the same time, our focus or the management focus should be there on the employees or there on the people concerned, those who are mobilizing the resources, directly and those who are directly in link with the people in the society. Because the employees are also assets to the organization, and at the same time they are also the assets of the societies they belong. If we have also seen it is observed on this planet, those who are leading, those who are tycoon on this planet in various spheres, they give top priority to their employees. If they are capable, if they are able enough to see all these things, to see the welfare of their people, automatically they can think of the people, those who are concerned with the organization, they can think of the world at large, and gradually means in course of time, no matter what is the number of that entity of, as far as human resources is concerned, but it is indispensable to see the welfare of the people at large, but at the same time they are people, those who are mobilizing their resources to produce medicine, to produce essential goods, to render service to the people. That should be given top priority. Then only the organization can have profitability, can have sustenance, can have growth, everything. Whatever they are doing or whatever they are doing in the society, or they are existing in the society at large, whether it is in developed countries or underdeveloped countries or developing economy, irrespective of the situations, the top priority of the organization should be given to the employees, and that these employees only can think of how their organization can flourish and how they can render better service to the people at large, or how they can produce goods for the people at large on this planet, and they can explore as much as they can, because nowadays ours is a global village, and nowadays we have conquered the communication, we have conquered the distance and time, so almost we are in the apex as far as human civilization is concerned. But it is very hard to see the tycoon or the leaders of the organizations, they are forgetting their responsibility towards their own people, what to speak of the rest of the world. Thank you. And I think all of you are liking my on observation and my deliberation. If at all it is touching to your conscience, please share it. I think it will be a noble job or a light job if you are sharing amongst almost all the spheres in the society. Thank you.